Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that so many of you have asked about, the role of an immigration lawyer in the U.S. visa application process. You might be wondering, can I do this all by myself? Or is hiring a lawyer really worth it? Well, by the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer picture. So, grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's get started. First things first, what exactly does an immigration lawyer do? Think of them as your expert guide through a very complex maze. U.S. immigration law is notoriously complicated. It's a huge web of rules, regulations, forms, and deadlines that can change with new policies or court rulings. A good immigration lawyer lives and breathes this stuff. Their job is to know the law inside and out, so you don't have to. So, let's break down their role into a few key areas. The very first step is the initial consultation. This is where you sit down with the lawyer and tell them your story. You'll talk about your goals, your background, your family, situation, everything. This is a crucial step because the lawyer will assess your eligibility for different visa options. You might think you only qualify for one type of visa, but an experienced lawyer might identify other, better pathways you hadn't even considered. They'll look at your case from all angles and give you an honest assessment of your chances of success and what potential hurdles you might face. This strategic planning at the very beginning can save you an incredible amount of time, money, and stress down the road. It sets the foundation for your entire immigration journey. Once you've decided on a strategy, the real paperwork begins. And let me tell you, there's a lot of it. U.S. visa applications require tons of forms, and they are not simple. One tiny mistake, like a missed signature, a wrong date, or a checked box that shouldn't be, can lead to your application being delayed for months or even outright rejected. This is where a lawyer becomes your best friend. They will meticulously prepare and review every single document. They know exactly what information USCIS, that's the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, is looking for and how to present it in the clearest, most compelling way. They'll help you gather all the necessary supporting evidence, like financial records, employment letters, or proof of relationships, and organize it into a strong, cohesive application package that tells your story effectively. This attention to detail is priceless. Beyond just filling out forms, a lawyer acts as your advocate. They don't just submit the paperwork and hope for the best. They craft legal arguments to support your case. For example, if you're applying for a waiver because of a past issue, or if your case has some unique or complicated aspects, a lawyer will write a detailed cover letter or legal brief. This document explains to the immigration officer why you meet the legal requirements for the visa and why your application should be approved. It connects the dots between your personal situation and the specific points of the law. This is something that's very difficult to do on your own without legal training. It can be the difference between a quick approval and a dreaded request for evidence, or RFE. Speaking of RFEs, let's talk about what happens after you submit your application. It's not always a smooth ride. Sometimes USCIS will send a request for evidence, asking for more information or clarification on certain points. An RFE can be scary and confusing if you're handling the case alone. What do they want? How do I provide it? A lawyer knows exactly how to interpret these requests and how to formulate a strong, timely response. They'll work with you to gather the additional documents and craft a reply that directly addresses the officer's concerns, increasing your chances of getting back on track for an approval. They become your official representative, handling all communication with the government agencies on your behalf. This means they receive all the notices and can act on them immediately. Another huge area where lawyers are critical is interview preparation. For many visa types, like marriage-based green cards or some employment visas, you'll have to attend an interview with an immigration officer. This can be the most nerve-wracking part of the whole process. A good lawyer will prepare you for this. They'll run through the types of questions you're likely to be asked, from simple biographical details to more complex questions about your relationship or your job. They'll conduct mock interviews with you, so you can practice your answers and build your confidence. They'll also advise you on what documents to bring and how to present yourself professionally. In many cases, the lawyer can even attend the interview with you. Having your lawyer by your side provides a huge sense of security. They can't answer the questions for you, but they can clarify questions from the officer and make sure the interview is conducted fairly. If any legal issues come up during the interview, they are right there to address them on the spot. Now, let's talk about more complex situations. What if your case isn't straightforward? Maybe you have a prior immigration violation, a criminal record, or you've been denied a visa before. In these situations, trying to navigate the system alone is extremely risky. An immigration lawyer is not just helpful, they are essential. They can analyze your past issues and determine if you're eligible for things like waivers of inadmissibility. These are legal arguments that essentially ask the government to forgive the past issue and grant you the visa anyway. Filing a waiver is a very complex legal process that requires a deep understanding of case law and statutes. This is definitely not a do-it-yourself project. A lawyer can build a powerful case for you, gathering evidence of hardship or rehabilitation, and presenting it in a way that gives you the best possible chance of success. So, the big question: do you have to hire a lawyer? The technical answer is no. For a very simple, straightforward case, like a visa renewal with no changes in your circumstances, you might be able to handle it yourself. But the reality is, very few immigration cases are truly simple. The stakes are incredibly high. Your future, your family's future, your career, it's all on the line. The peace of mind that comes from knowing an expert is managing your case, avoiding common pitfalls, and advocating for you every step of the way is often worth the investment. Hiring a lawyer isn't just paying someone to fill out forms, it's investing in expertise, strategy, and advocacy. It's about maximizing your chances of success and minimizing the risk of devastating mistakes. In summary, an immigration lawyer plays so many roles. They are your strategist, your paperwork expert, your legal advocate, your communications liaison, and your interview coach. They guide you from the initial idea of moving to the U.S. all the way to holding that visa or green card in your hand. If you're starting your U.S. immigration journey, I highly recommend at least scheduling a consultation with a qualified immigration lawyer. See what they have to say about your case. It could be the most important step you take. I hope this overview was helpful and gave you a clearer understanding of what immigration lawyers do. The visa process can be long and challenging, but you don't have to go through it alone. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more content just like this. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.